Howdy peeps, and welcome back to the channel. Might be new here. If you are and you like what you hear, probably not see, because don't forget to click the subscribe and all the other buttons and stuffs. But now let's get down to business. Help! My workplace is haunted. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Well, firstly, you don't have to quit and find another job. I mean, you can. But let's look at this in a more sensible way. And a more level-headed way. And not just assume that anything paranormal related is bad. That's always the first mistake that most people make. They assume that something paranormal equals bad, or evil, or demons, or yeah. When in fact, if you think about it logically, the majority of paranormal events are people. I mean, ex-people, but people still, nonetheless. So, don't panic, Mr. Mannering, is the first thing to do. Second thing is, if you just had one, maybe two little things happen, it could just be coincidence. Gust of wind, weird shadow, bird walking on the roof. But once you kind of got it concrete in your mind that there's something there, then if it's a building or business that's been around for a long time, try asking some of the old timers. I mean, be a little careful about how you word things, but basically, have you ever seen or experienced anything weird? The chances are they probably have if you have, and they've been there a donkey's years. And they might actually be relieved that someone else has noticed, and they're not just going senile. And they might even know who it is. It might be a former work colleague who passed away and for some reason loved their job so much they came back. Or someone who accidentally, accident on the work site, in the building. Or it could be something historical. Because I mean, where I work at the moment is haunted. And it's historical. Because the building I work in hasn't been there very long. But with a bit of historical digging and research, we've figured out who it is. Yeah, I know. Weird, huh? So yeah, first get confirmation. Go, okay, this is it. It's happening. Then you can work things out. Now, as much as people make out that these things only happen at night, that's not true. We can experience them more at night because it's quieter, it's darker, it's calmer, there's not so much going on. We're naturally a bit more wary in the darkness because we aren't nocturnal, we're diurnal. But these things happen all day. There's not a time limit on it. It doesn't have to be dark. So yeah, switching from night shift to day shift might not do anything. And I'd also look on it as I choose to look on it as a bonus. Thank you for, thanks for letting me know you're here. You also trust me enough to know I'm A, not going to freak out completely, or B, try and exercise or anything like that. It's like quoting the Lord's Prayer and rubbing the beads, not those kind of beads, rosaries, that's the ones. So there we are. We've figured out, yes, we are haunted. Hopefully figured out who and whether or not they're malevolent, we'll go with. They mean ill. Or are they just there, just existing? For example, the current ghost I work with. Yeah, weird, I know. Samuel. Yes, he likes to make a bit of noise. He'll throw the odd thing about. Um, you'll see him wandering about. You just see the shadow come past the corner of your eye or a reflection. You'll walk down an aisle and go through a coal patch. Yeah, all the various little things that you'd expect. Now, these things could be scary, but he's not being scary, he's just being. Chances are, if he's throwing things around, he's probably just, "Oi, I'm here, don't ignore me." So I pointedly make, and I suggest this one too, introduce yourself, say hello. I say hello every time I go to work. I say hello to my work colleagues. When I go down the back to my locker to drop my bag off and bike helmet and what have you, and I say, "Afternoon, Samuel, how are you, my friend?" Weird that you treat them nicely, they don't do bad stuff. Yeah, kind of like people, really. Now, just remember, they've been there a lot longer than you have. Maybe even hundreds of years longer. So, you know, the best option is to try and learn to live together. Accept that these things might happen, that something might be there. Don't panic about it, don't worry about it. Stay calm. Don't project a bunch of negative energy, all these things. I say, at the end of the day, if for whatever reason you're one of the people who are mortally terrified of these things, and yes, it might be for the best idea to start looking for another job. But yeah, I wouldn't suggest the whole saging, salting, calling in a vicar. I wouldn't even think of going down that route unless it was something properly malevolent and nasty. And I have experienced a couple of malevolent and nasty spirits, and trust me, if you do, you know about it. You're not in any doubt as to whether it was a scary, bad, malevolent or not. It's okay, that's not good, I'm leaving. And then you apologise and you get the heck out of there as fast as you can. And then even some of them, you have a couple of bad and you go back and they get used to you. They know you're not going to do anything. If you think about it, it's their home. You don't like when people disrespect you or your home, do you? So they don't like it when people disrespect theirs. It's, you know, just, I suppose my general thing is just treat them like another person. Say hello, introduce yourself. If they make a noise, show up. Hello, yes, I know you're there. Don't worry about it. But also, when you are speaking to them, if you can figure out who they are and when they're from, try not to use modern vernacular because they won't understand it. It always makes me chuckle when I watch a show and you can speak to me through this device, and you're thinking you're supposed to be trying to communicate with something that's several hundred years old. They don't even know what a device is. Flashing lights might be enough to scare them. They're like, I don't know what the heck that is, I ain't going anywhere near it. As always, your best ghost hunting tools, and I hate using that term, your best paranormal detection tools don't run on batteries. It's your ears, your eyes, sometimes your nose. Mine isn't. And then that spidey sense when you just know there's something there, but you get that spidey sense. That's what I call it anyway. spidey sense tingle going on, and you're like, there's something here. I can't see it. I don't know where it is. I've got a funny feeling it's behind me. But it doesn't feel bad, so we'll just be a little bit careful. Anyways, I think that probably covers enough. Like always, don't be scared of these things unless you absolutely have to be. What the mainstream media and school and families and everything has taught you to be scared of everything, because when you see a ghost in a horror movie, what's the point of a horror movie? To scare people, you know? Think more along the lines of Casper or Patrick Swayze in Ghost than Pinhead or Freddy Krueger. Yeah, and you'll do okay. Anyway, thanks for putting up with me waffling about nothing really for however long this video is. Stay safe. Keep your eyes peeled. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye.